Thank you for downloading the webinar landing page template. And I just wanted to go through a couple things because I know that now that you've got the file, you may know exactly what to do. And if you do, go for it. If not, I'm going to walk you through how to grab the information and set it up into Pardot. And while we're doing that, might as well just walk through a couple features of the Pardot landing pages too. So right now what I have on my screen is the code that's behind the landing page. I'm using a code editor, so it looks fancy and it's got a lot of colors to it. The main thing is however you can get it just to get the content. If you're using a code editor, all you need to do is just copy and paste every bit of this content here into your landing page, which I'll show you in a minute. If you don't have that, all you need to do is double click on the file. It's going to pop open in Chrome or whatever your preferred Explorer browser is. And then when you're on the page, just right click, hit view page source. And now you see the codes there too. Just do the old Control A, copy the whole thing over, and you should be good to go. So now we're going to go back into Pardot. And here we are. We're going to go into our landing page, which will slowly load. And I'm in Pardot Classic here. You can do the same thing, just a different navigation and lightning experience. Come on over to your landing pages and layout templates. Not landing pages, but the layout templates in the landing page. And then you're going to go and add a new template, which I've already done here. When you go into the template, the very first thing you're going to see is this code section here. Just go ahead and wipe out anything that was in there before and paste in the code from the file we just grabbed. And then that is all you're going to have to do for the template. You're going to hit save and the template will be there. Now, in Pardot, a landing or a layout template is used for something else. It is the code and the styling that's the background for another source. In this case, we're using it for a landing page. There are also, you can use layout templates to create forms and to design the look and feel of the forms. I would say if anybody ever tells you, oh, Pardot's forms are pretty standard and generic looking, then what they don't realize is that the layout templates are the secret sauce behind that. And with a good designer and coder, you can come up with some really cool looking forms with really cool functionality to them too, not just looks, but the way that they animate and do actions. You can put all that in there. So now we're going to go back on into the landing page itself. So you'll hit landing pages. We're going to create, just add a new landing page here. I'm going to go into this one since I've built it already. And then I'm going to hit edit so we can go in here. And you'll see at the top, I'm already at the last step. But if you come back to the first step, which is where you'll be when you automatically go in, you just need to give it a campaign. That's the only required field other than the name, of course, which you'll give it, and then the folder. And then hit next. After next, you can either use an existing form that you may have. I just grabbed the standard form I have. If you don't have a form yet, and of course you want one for this webinar landing page, you can just come in here and create new form. It'll walk you through all of the steps to create a form, just like if you went into just add a new form from other places. After you've done that, and you can also do no form. Now, in our case, this is a registration page. So of course, we want a form, but maybe the form is somewhere else. It's on another piece of software, another website. You could do no form and just put a button on your landing page. When they click the button, it'll send them over to the form. After that, this is where we're going to pick that layout template we just created back on the layout templates. And you'll see here we've got our webinar landing page layout, and you can build all kinds of things from there. And now here's the builder itself. So it's brought in the elements from that HTML we have in the layouts. There's a couple things that I just want to mention. One is that the logo doesn't look like it's coming in here. It does work. It's just the way the builder works. It's not showing up. The other thing is the Pardot landing page builder doesn't show background images all that well. So here we've got this blue, and that is the blue color that's back there. The image is there. If you change out the image, you'll be able to, it'll show up on the actual page itself. It's just not showing here. So that said, everything else should be working just fine. As you can see, what I've done is I've coded in regions on each of these, and you'll see our region is noted by these little lines and then a name after that. And what these are is areas that you can edit. So when you come into your landing page, of course, that text that's in here, which happens to be the same color blue as the background right now, it'll look fine with an image behind it, but that'll be your headline. If you click on it, you'll see a WYSIWYG editor, and there is all of the information that's going to be on your headline. As you come down, you'll see the other sections. So you can change out your text here. Here's that form. I use the standard form. It pops right in there and uses the styling that I've set up for this landing page. And so it all looks good to go. And then all the other areas, you can change things out. I can change the text out here and the colors, and you see all of your editing abilities. Just so you know, this is just where it says ampersand, bullet, and a comma. It's a special bullet point, and that's why it's showing up like that. You can come in here if you want to create your own bullet points. You can wipe this out and redo anything you'd like in the text, along with the images too. Come on in, you got an image, double click on it, and now you can change to another image, either from a URL or something you have stored already in Pardot. It'll keep the round and all that kind of stuff that goes with it. And that's pretty much it for the landing page itself. Once you've changed out your content, your words, your pictures, and everything, it'll be ready to go. You just have to hit confirm and save. That'll save your landing page. Now, we've got the landing page. What to do with that, which is a great question. The landing page itself is really just a page with a link to get to it. And you'll see that in Pardot, they put the link right here for you. If you just click on that, it's going to launch it. And there's our page. You'll see here where it says go.demo.pardot.com. It's actually coming from Pardot, not from a website somewhere else. If you're using Pardot, I highly recommend that you create a vanity URL here, which means you can come up with your own CNAME and put in go.yourcompany.com instead. And then instead of all of this lovely text here, you could put in here like my webinar. And that when somebody comes to the page, they see that. It just looks branded better. But otherwise, once you've downloaded it, done those steps, this page will be up and going and ready to go. The form will collect all of your folks, and you should be good.